What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. This is TWA Motorsports, and today's pretty good, guys. It's kind of chilly, but hey, I'll deal with it because there's no snow. But what are we working on? We are obviously working on the Tahoe, and well, as you guys may or may not know, we have slammed it. We have tinted the windows. We have put new lights in the front, but we need to get lights in the back because honestly, these things are all weathered. They look like crap, and when you hit the unlock button, which I don't have, let me see if it'll do it right now. So when you hit the unlock button, the lights come on in the front, the driving lights, and I replace those with LEDs. I replace the under lights under the mirror with LEDs, but of course it's gonna make a liar because it's not dark. When you hit this, it lights up your reverse lights, and they are still the old school halogen bulbs, and I'm wanting to replace those, but we want to replace the housings too. So that is what we are doing today, guys. I have new tail lights, and I also, as you know, on my Sierra out here, I don't like amber, and I just think there's too many colors. Now I did put amber bulbs in the front of the Sierra, or lights, lower lights, but on this I really want an all one color. Or two colors, obviously, with the clear, the reverse lights. But that's what we're going to do today, guys. I'm going to grab these out of the box. We've got new tail lights, and I will list all this stuff in the description like always. The other things we are going to tackle are these lights here. I was going to replace those with some LEDs, but I bought the same ones that I have on my Sierra, which I really like. Really brightens things up, looks really nice. So we're going to replace those as well. And the new tail lights don't come with any lights in them. Well, they don't come with reverse lights, so I also have some LEDs for the reverse lights in the box. But like I said, I will list all that stuff in the description like always, guys. I'm going to set you up on a tripod, and this should be a pretty simple process, I hope. Sometimes when I say that, it's not, but this is really glaring at me, guys. This is really making me crazy, but we'll have to deal with it for a little longer. I'd like to get that fixed at some point. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna set you up on the tripod. Let's get these old lights out, and we're gonna kind of clean up the cups that they set in as well. So the very first thing we need to do is obviously open the rear gate. And you guys can see my towels that I lay down when I'm hauling stuff. I don't like to get stuff dirty. But all there is to get these out are just 2 Phillips screws on each side. Once you get those out, we should be able to swing those out of the way. So I'm going to grab a screwdriver, we'll unbolt these, and hopefully be able to get them out of the way so we can clean those pockets before we install the new ones. So I'm pretty lazy, so I want to sit in a chair. So I got my rolly chair here. Like I said, just 2 Phillips screws hold these into place. And I bet it's nasty back here, because these have never been out. Or that I haven't been out since I've owned it. There's just 2 little tabs that hold it in place there. But just pinch these, swing them out of the way. There's a little clip down here that holds the light, which is kind of, or the wiring's kind of nice. Those old housings, guys, they could be cleaned up. You could buff those out, make them look nice, but like I said, it really isn't the look that I'm going for. So I'm going to grab some cleaner, and we'll get this thing cleaned up, or at least cleaner than what it is. Now this is something that's not a bad idea to do from time to time anyway, because guys, this is where rust starts. Back here in these corners where nobody cleans, you get residue of wax and everything else back here, which honestly that would keep it from rusting, but I don't know, maybe I'm too picky, but stuff like this drives me crazy. If you're in here, just clean it while you're here. And this will make life a little easier on you when you are cleaning this thing, because water gets back here and it runs out for like the next 2 hours. And it's just nasty water. Runs out all over your fresh, clean paint. So take my advice, clean these while you're doing it. Clean these buckets out all nice. And once we get them cleaned out, you can already see some little specks of rust right here on the bottom. Maybe this will keep this from happening. Anyway, once we get them cleaned out, I'll go grab the new light and you guys will be able to see what I decided to go with. I had a lot of suggestions and I appreciate that, guys. A lot of you guys are great at suggesting what you've used and what's worked good for you, and so I do appreciate those comments. So make sure you comment in this video if you like these or don't. So now that we got that cleaned out, yuck, let's go grab our new lights and take a look at them. So we got our new light here. The first thing we need to do is we need to take all our old bulbs out. And I believe, if I remember right, the center one here is where our new LED is going to go. I'm going to put that guy in there. And these guys, so our new, obviously our new light has plug-ins for the rest of the lights because it's LED. But on this guy, we need to put there's our new reverse light. And I'm not really in love with this heat sink. It's got a piece of two-sided tape, so you can just, you know, kind of two-sided tape it everywhere, but it leaves an opening right here. So I may put a little silicone on that or some black tape just to try to keep water out from underneath it. Now it is facing down, which helps, but you know, I don't really care for that. So now we need to grab our other two pieces here. Our top one, and you want to go, there's a black lead coming out of here and there's a black lead going in. You want to keep the black to the black, and we just plug these guys in, and then you're going to feed your wire in through there and hopefully get it to set into place. Boy, there's not a lot of wire here. I will say, guys, they're pretty snug. So now onto this guy, and we got the black to the black. See the black lead coming out here. We want to put that with the black lead here. And this one, holy cow. There we go. And we're going to feed our wires in. And I think what I'll do, guys, is before we cinch this thing down, I'm going to have my son come out here and we will test these. And like I said, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I may just feed it up through the center here and try to figure out a position to put it. Not in love with that, but let's set it in here. I might put one screw in just to hold it. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll just hand thread one in there. I'll get my son to come out here and we'll test it. So I got him in here with his foot on the brake. All right, go ahead and put your foot on the brake and put it in reverse. All right, I don't want you to back up. Okay, put it back in drive or park. Turn the right, turn the turn signal on this side. Yeah, the right turn signal. All right, so obviously we need to reverse the polarity on the light here. So hold on, turn the turn signal off. You got your foot on the brake. All right, turn the take your foot off the brake and turn the headlights on. Over there on the left. All right, now hit the brake. So all our lights seem to be working other than the reverse lights. So generally what that means is sometimes the polarity is different. So what we'll do is, while he's in there still, we'll reverse that. Okay, now put it in reverse, but don't back up. Just keep your foot on the brake. All right, so now it's lit up. So we're good there, guys. All our lights are working. So now all we need to do is put this one back in. Go ahead and put it in park, bud. And you can shut it off. Yeah, you can shut it off. So now that we've got that reversed and all our lights are working, we're good to go ahead and assemble this one. So now we'll just switch to the other side. And guy, I will tell you that I am going to switch these guys out. because for some reason my screws do not want to go in with these. So I'm going to take the old ones off my old lights so they actually fit, and we'll get it put back in. Now before I put them back in, like I said, I'm going to switch these to the old ones because my screws don't want to go into the new ones, which isn't a big deal. I just used a pair of needle nose pliers to get those out of the way. I need to figure out what I want to do with this heat sink deal, and I think I've decided I'm literally just going to mount it right here to the light. That way it's not hooked to the truck, and I'm going to go grab some some alcohol and kind of wipe that down really good. That way I get a nice good adhesion, but I'm going to stick it right here. That way nothing's in the way, and I'm not having to deal with it being stuck to the truck if I ever want to remove these things. Now I'm just using a little bit of alcohol to wipe these down. Like I said, we get some good adhesion there, and I'm going to tuck it right up against these other lights. Or at least that's where I'm hoping to put it. It's kind of in here. And it does have two-sided tape, which at least they give you that. And you're not just randomly. It does have some screw holes too if you decided you wanted to screw it down somewhere, but to me, I think right here works. I may zip tie some of my wiring up too. Doesn't look all tacky. Hopefully we won't have any fitment issues with it there. Tried to get it as close to the light as possible. Just set it in here, making sure it fits in. Yeah, no issues with it there. So that's where I'm going to put it. I am going to zip tie this up a little bit to make it look a little nicer. And like I said, there is an area where that goes in that I don't really care for. I'm going to put a little bit of silicone on that. I won't show you guys that, but and then I'm going to put a piece of black tape around it as well. Now that I've got the silicone and some black tape on there, we are ready to put this thing into place, guys. And you can see I did zip tie these up. I've had these red zip ties laying around forever, and I hate using them because they're ugly. And I got to thinking, man, this will be the perfect place to use these. Nobody will ever see them. You got the outer piece off. See if we can get this thing go where it needs to go. Perfect. I swear this is like the 17th train that's went by while I've been recording, guys. I live about a mile from the railroad crossing. It's so annoying. You don't really hear it at night, but man, when you're out here filming, I swear it's been like 30 trains go by. You don't want to get these real tight because you don't want to crack the housing. And the first one's done, so I'll just kind of blow through the next one so you guys don't have to watch all that thing, all the same stuff, but it's essentially the same process. We now have that second light in, and guys, this is just, it looks so much better, so much more modern. Obviously they're shinier than the other ones, and I'll give you guys a look at them all once we finish up. But now let's move on to those license plate lights. Guys, these just clip in, and as a matter of fact, let me grab these other ones here and show you kind of how the clip works so you're not completely blind to the fact that these are a little bit different. So there's a clip on the front side that you have to push out, and then it kind of just hooks on the back side. So relatively easy to get those out, and so we'll slide these into place, and that should just take me just a second. I did grab me a flathead screwdriver just in case I have issues getting the old one out. There's a little more to work around because I do have a hitch on this, and there's not a hitch on my truck. May not even need it. Not how I wanted to pull it out, but it came out anyway. So now, all we gotta do is take our bulb out, plug this guy in, And before I set them into the bumper, I'm going to test them. They literally just twist in like a bulb. And grab the other one here. Hopefully I can get it out. Maybe not as aggressive. I am going to clean up behind this too. This is pretty normal for them to come apart like that. They're relatively cheaply made. I'll plug these in. And actually, guys, before I do anything, let's go hit the lights and see if they even light up. Alright, we got both of them are lit up, which is good. So now we can go ahead, thread this one together. They put a lot of wire on that, I'll tell you that. And before I shove these back into place, which like are just the opposite way, you hook them on this side and then the tab pushes in on the other side, I am going to clean this area up behind the bumper. Probably a little too picky, but man, these bumpers are known to rust too, guys, and you can see there's some rust already starting in some areas. But while we're here, we might as well do it. So I hook the back side goes in first, and then the front just clips into place just like that. And they look just as stock. You know what I don't understand though is on these Z71 Tahoes, this is all gray color, and you can see it needs some attention. It needs to be touched up. I need to put some sort of dressing on it. But why are these black and this gray? I can't believe they didn't make these gray, or the spare tire access cover. I don't know why they didn't make those gray to match the bumper, but that's just little stuff that I complain about, I guess. Anyway, we'll get my son out here again, and we'll see if we can get these lit up and show you guys what this final project looks like. Yeah, just started up. All right, so I got my son back out here, and we're gonna start this thing up and take a look at these new lights. So you can see the brake lights. Got all the brake lights. Okay, hit the left blinker. Left blinker's working, right blinker. Right blinker's working. All right, turn the headlights on. Take your foot off the brake. So we got our parking lights. You can see that our license plate lights are all lit up. And the last thing is, don't run me over. Put it in reverse with your foot on the brake. And you can see we have lights for reverse lights. So we are good. All right, bud, you're good. Just go ahead and shut it all off. Put it in park. I think they look a lot better, guys. And obviously that ginormous dent in the tailgate sucks, but yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Obviously we have less colors now, and that looks a lot better. So guys, we are all finished up, and I'm telling you, what a difference. I mean, it's a huge difference in the fact that those old lights were just so worn out. The housings are nice and shiny. Now I will say, the more I look at it, the more I kind of wish I'd have went with a smoked taillight. Just a light smoke on them, because it's just a little too maroony. I don't really know how to explain it. I just wish it was a little more tinted. Now, because we went with the clears on the front, I thought, well, we'll probably just go with clear on the back. But now I kind of wish I would have went with the smoked one. But not a big deal. It does look a lot better than what it did, and it's going to be way brighter at nighttime. I really wish. I'm not going to show you guys in this video. Maybe I'll show you an update down the road when I'm unlocking it and whatnot. How much brighter it's going to be at night just getting in, because now we have all LEDs that are going to hit when we hit that remote to unlock. So it'll be nice and bright, and it just looks better. Tell me what you guys think. I think it looks better. I don't know how you could possibly think it doesn't look better, but if you do, hit those comments, let me know. If you like it, hit those comments too. I love hearing from you guys. Like I said, I appreciate all the comments, the suggestions that you guys offer me. It really helps out, especially when I'm looking for something or trying to do something. Just the other day when I was working on the SS, I was using a T40 bit, and somebody told me that I needed to use a T40 Plus. I didn't even know there was such a thing as a T40 Plus. So guys, those comments really do help out, and I ordered one immediately because I'm sure that I'll be taking a cam out of another LS car at some point, and I'm going to need it. So like I said, go down in the comments, let me know what you think. Guys, this thing has came so far from the original purchase. It is ridiculous. I mean, it gets tons of looks, tons of compliments. And I will tell you guys, a lot of people have been saying, why don't you take the steps off the side and the cladding? Guys, I was thinking about that, but the more I researched, they are actually riveted on to the metal. So the rocker, they're riveted onto the rocker, they're riveted on the back. And so there's a ton of paint work that would be involved in order to take those off. I had thought about removing the cladding and the steps and putting like a newer style step on it, but I'm not going to get into that. There's just too much involved to do that. Now, I do need to put some dressing on that and make it look a little nicer, which we'll do hopefully in a video down the road. But no, these steps are staying, and if I took the side steps off, they're actually cut out on that cladding in order to make it look nice. So just really more than I want to get into on something like this. I still need to buff this thing out. Obviously we need to fix that dent in the back. Whether I do paintless dent repair, obviously the paint's broken, but I think I could touch it up and make it look a lot nicer than what it is. Anyway guys, like I said, if you enjoyed this video, if you thought it was informative, if you like it, smash that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, guys, go down, hit the subscribe button. Make sure while you're down there you ring that bell icon, that way you're notified every single time we drop a new video. And well guys, stay tuned to see what we work on next, whether it's the Tahoe or one of these other cars.